Finally, God is exposing your bathroom. Your bathroom is you can't believe. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. Angel says, "Beloved child, listen carefully. This message is not ordinary. Archangel Michael himself has come to me and said, I order you to open this right now." He is not speaking lightly. He is commanding your immediate attention because the place you consider private, your bathroom, is not as safe as you think. The walls, the floors, the very space you enter to cleanse yourself, to release and purify, has been compromised in ways you cannot yet understand. Your bathroom, something you use daily without second thought, holds secrets, dangers, and a presence that must be confronted immediately. God says, open your eyes to the truth. This is the hour when divine exposure is necessary. Finally, God is revealing what has been hidden from you, what has been masked behind ordinary appearances, and what is now being laid bare for your protection and your understanding. Your bathroom is not just a room. It is a spiritual crossroad, a place of unseen activity and a site where energies converge. Some good, some malicious. Michael cries out, "You cannot wait another moment. Open this immediately. You must see what God has been preparing you to confront." God says, the exposure of your bathroom is tied to forces you have ignored, to presences that have silently observed you, and to moments when you were unaware of how vulnerable you were. There are energies in your home that are drawn to this space because of your innocence and your trust. They assume that the sanctity of this room protects you, but this is no longer the case. Michael is shaking with urgency. He tells me that the moment you step into this bathroom after receiving this message, you must approach it with reverence, with caution, and with the full consciousness that God is with you. This is not fear. This is awakening. This is the unveiling of truth. God says the time has come for divine revelation. Your bathroom, beloved child, is not ordinary. There have been things planted there, not visible to your eyes, not detectable by your usual senses. God says there are intentions surrounding this place that are meant to harm, confuse, and mislead. Michael has been sent to stand guard, to give you strength, and to command you to see what has been hidden. Open the door slowly. Open it with prayer on your lips. God says, the very air in this room carries messages, some sinister, some protective, but all are meant to teach you vigilance and faith. God says, pay attention to what you feel. The tiles beneath your feet, the mirrors reflecting your image, the water in the sink, the shower, and even the drain. These are not just physical objects. They have been touched by spiritual currents, by energies that do not belong to you. Michael says, this is very serious. Your bathroom is a battlefield you have not realized, and you are about to witness a truth that will shock you. God says what is about to be revealed is beyond what your human mind expects. You cannot underestimate the importance of this message. Your safety, your peace, and your spiritual integrity are at stake. There is something hidden in your bathroom. Something that has been placed there by someone with ill intent or by forces that seek to test you. God says the exposure is imminent. Look carefully. The objects you have seen 1,000 times may hold the key to understanding. What is happening? Michael says, your intuition will guide you. Trust it. God has prepared you to see the hidden, to confront the unseen, and to reclaim this space as yours. You may feel a chill. You may feel sudden discomfort. These are signs that God is present, that Michael is near, and that the time to act is now. God says, as you move through this message, you'll begin to understand that the bathroom is more than a room. It is a spiritual threshold. The exposure will involve recognizing what has been placed in the corners, what has been left in plain sight, and what has been quietly operating in the shadows. Michael says, do not dismiss even the smallest detail. Every tile, every faucet, every piece of soap or towel could be a sign, a symbol, or a vessel of intention. God says you are being called to discernment, to vigilance, and to the courage to confront this revelation. God says there is a person connected to your life who has sought access to this room, who has planted something there or who has been in collusion with forces that wish to harm you spiritually or emotionally. Michael's wings cover you, but you must still act. You must look. You must see. You must acknowledge. God says finally after months or years of divine planning the truth is being revealed. This person whose identity may shock you has been active in ways you could not imagine. Michael says the time has come for exposure. Do not delay. Open it now. God says when you confront this truth, you may feel disbelief, anger, confusion, and even fear. These are natural responses. Michael says, do not allow your fear to paralyze you. God has given you wisdom, intuition, and protection. You are safe in divine sight. The exposure of your bathroom is meant not to harm you but to awaken you to realities you have not yet faced. God says every moment you have spent here, every minute of privacy, every ritual of cleansing has been observed by hidden energies. The time has come for clarity. God says the exposure is multifaceted. It is physical, spiritual, and emotional. You will see evidence of intrusion. You will sense presences that are foreign. And you may even hear whispers or feel vibrations that are unusual. Michael says, do not be frightened. These are signs of awakening. These are signs that God's protection is surrounding you, that His justice is unfolding, and that the hidden is being brought into the light. God says, the water you use, the air you breathe, the very tiles you touch, all carry memories, intentions, and energies. Some have been altered, some have been tainted, and some have been kept secret. Michael says, you are about to reclaim this sacred space. You are about to witness divine intervention. You are about to be made aware of what has been hidden. God says this is a message of awakening, revelation, and protection. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. God says, take a deep breath. As you read these words, feel the presence of Archangel Michael near you. He is your shield, your guide, and your companion. In this revelation, Michael says, open your eyes, open your mind, and open your heart. What is hidden will now be revealed. You cannot turn away. You must face this truth. God says the exposure will bring relief, clarity, and divine justice. God says this revelation is a warning and a blessing. It is a warning because the bathroom, a place you considered safe, has been compromised. It is a blessing because now with Michael's guidance, you have the opportunity to cleanse not only the physical space but also the spiritual space to reclaim your peace and to eliminate influences that do not belong. Michael says, act swiftly, act with faith. God is with you and the time for exposure is now. God says, do not underestimate the significance of this message. The bathroom has been a silent witness to energies that must now be confronted. Michael says, this is serious. Take immediate action, the presence of God is with you. Do not delay. Open it now. See what must be seen. Speak what must be spoken. God says after this revelation, you will understand why this room seemingly ordinary has been central to spiritual activity both good and malevolent. You will see, you will understand, and you will be empowered. God says, beloved child, Archangel Michael commands that you read this immediately. This is not a message to be ignored. He says, I order you to open this right now. This is very serious. Your bathroom is not safe. You may feel confusion, disbelief, or even fear as you begin to read these words. But know this, God speaks only truth. And the angels are sent to protect, guide, and reveal what is hidden from you. Your bathroom, a place where you think you are safe, private, and alone, has been a focal point of energies that are not meant for your peace. It is a place where unseen eyes have observed, where hidden forces have lingered, where secrecy has been imposed by entities that do not wish you well. Michael is crying loudly because this has gone unnoticed for too long. Your bathroom has been compromised in ways you could never imagine. Do not be alarmed, child. God is with you. God has always been with you. But now He is exposing what has been hidden. Finally, the truth is coming to light. Your bathroom is not just a bathroom. It has become a space of interference, a place where negativity has been allowed to gather, where your personal energy has been affected and where spiritual protection has been tested. Archangel Michael is standing at your side, sword in hand, prepared to cleanse, to protect, and to remove all that is harmful. He says, "Open this immediately. This is urgent. Delay will cost you more than you can imagine." God wants you to understand that everything happening around you has a purpose. Nothing is random. The disturbances in your bathroom are not accidents. They are signs, messages, and warnings. Michael says, your bathroom has been used as a conduit by forces intending to influence your life, your health, your peace, and your prosperity. These are not physical threats alone. They are spiritual, emotional, and energetic. Every corner, every tile, every mirror has been a silent witness to energies that are not aligned with your highest good. God says that now is the time for revelation, exposure, and purification. Take a moment, beloved, and breathe deeply. Feel the presence of yours. Something sacred, something heaven has reserved for you and only you. But now that your elevation is near, the enemy is trying to use those closest to you to create confusion, disruption, and delay. God says this has to be said plainly. The month of July carries weight. In July, decisions will be made. Papers will be moved. Conversations will take place behind closed doors. Secrets will be kept from you. And at the center of all of this is your sister. Whether it is your blood sister or someone who has taken the role of a sister in your life, a close woman you trust like family, the one you call sister is not being truthful with you. There is something in her spirit that shifted recently. A seed was planted. A voice whispered to her that your blessings were unfair, that you didn't deserve what you have, that you owe her something she feels entitled to. At first, she dismissed the thought, but then she began feeding it, comparing her life to yours, watching your every move. Pretending to celebrate you, but secretly envying your joy, she smiled while your name was mentioned, but her heart burned when people praised you. You didn't know it. How could you? You have always been someone who gives with your whole heart. But that giving has now made you a target. Because this spirit of jealousy always disguises itself as love. It doesn't show its face until it's almost too late. Archangel Michael says, "We have watched her movements and we are sounding the alarm now, not next week, not next month, now because the thing she is planning to take is spiritual, financial, and emotional." There are 3 areas of attack and each one has been designed to look like coincidence. But God is not the author of confusion and heaven will not allow this trap to succeed. Not while you are being obedient. That's why you're seeing this message now. You may have already started to feel something strange. A distance, a coldness, a shift in her tone, a strange look, an odd pause in conversation. That was your spirit picking up on something before your mind could explain it. You're not crazy. You're discerning. The Holy Spirit has been trying to show you something for weeks, but you've been hesitant to believe it because of who it is. Because you love her. Because you never expected betrayal from someone you protected, nurtured, supported. But God says the truth is the truth, even if it comes from the hands of someone you trusted. This is not about turning your heart cold. This is about turning your eyes open. What she's planning in July is bigger than a disagreement. It's a theft of destiny, a manipulation of circumstances to redirect blessings that heaven assigned to you. She's been speaking with someone she knows would not approve of you. Someone who has influence. This person is helping her make a move. It may be legal. It may be relational. It may be financial. But it's rooted in deception. She is trying to convince others that you are unworthy, that you are dishonest, that you are not to be trusted. She is creating doubt in the minds of those who once supported you. But here's what she doesn't know. God is watching. Archangel Michael has been dispatched. And heaven's records cannot be altered. Everything she's spoken will be turned against her if she doesn't repent. Every plot, every lie, every manipulative word, God will flip it. But you must be wise now. The reason Archangel Michael is warning you is because this is your time of elevation. The enemy always attacks when the crown is close. This warning is not about fear. It's about preparation. Because what's being taken is not just material. It's something tied to your calling. Your name is coming up in rooms you don't know about. Blessings are being aligned for you. There are financial doors being opened, relationship alignments, even hidden inheritance coming into your atmosphere. And what your sister wants to do is intercept that divine package. Redirect the flow. She wants what you have. Or at least she doesn't want you to have more than her. God says, do not ignore the signs. In July, be watchful. Be still in your spirit. Don't overshare. Don't be manipulated into feeling guilty for setting boundaries. This is the time to guard your peace. To protect your prayers, to stay close to God and stay away from gossip, drama, and distractions. You are being promoted spiritually, and promotion always comes with exposure. Exposure of what you couldn't see before. Exposure of who was praying with you but not for you. Exposure of whose amen was really envy. This exposure will hurt, but it will free you because God says, what I'm about to release into your life cannot be shared with everyone. Some people are only assigned to the version of you that struggled. The version of you that gave everything and asked for nothing. But now as you step into abundance, they cannot go with you because they don't love the healed you. They only love the you that needed them. And now that you're rising, their insecurities are screaming. Archangel Michael has been assigned to war on your behalf, and he says this: we have been sent to fight for your future, but you must be careful with your access. You must not entertain familiar spirits. You must not call it loyalty when it is really spiritual leeching. God is calling you to upgrade. And that means letting go of anything or anyone who keeps you tethered to spiritual poverty. There will be a moment in July, listen closely, where she will ask you something small, something that seems harmless, but your answer will shift everything. Say no. Do not compromise. Do not offer information. Do not agree to anything unless your spirit is at peace, because the trap is in the agreement. The enemy needs your verbal permission to enter certain areas. But if you stay silent, if you stay guarded, heaven will block every attempt. God says, I am with you. I will not let her steal your light, but I must teach you to discern. I must teach you to believe what I show you, not what they pretend. You have ignored your intuition too long. You've second-guessed yourself because they made you feel guilty for having boundaries. No more. I gave you discernment as protection. Not to cause division, but to preserve destiny. This isn't the first time she's tried something like this. There have been moments in the past when your sister, or the one you call sister, has moved in secret. She's spoken things over your life that were not of God. She's questioned your every decision. She's inserted herself in places she had no authority to enter. And because of your love, you let her, you forgave. You forgot. You moved on. But now she's crossing a sacred line. And God says, I will not allow it. I am stepping in. I am sending this message as a divine rescue, as a spiritual interruption. So that this time you are not blindsided. The month of July is a spiritual battlefield. But it is also your breakthrough. If you heed this message, you will walk into abundance with clarity, authority, and peace. If you ignore it, the confusion will grow. The enemy's voice will get louder, the traps will become more convincing. That's why Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this. You are not supposed to find this randomly. This was orchestrated by heaven. You have been chosen for deliverance, and deliverance is here. Now you must prepare in the Spirit, in prayer, in discernment, in obedience. This is your time. The enemy knows it. Your sister feels it, but only you can step into it. Be still. Be alert. And let God reveal what He has always seen. The 3 hours have passed, the clock has shifted. The moment heaven was trying to prepare you for has already begun unfolding in the spiritual realm, and God says, now you're going to start seeing things with piercing clarity. This is the hour of divine reckoning. And nothing hidden will stay buried. My child, because you chose to listen, because your spirit responded even when your emotions were torn, I have honored your obedience with intervention. You have no idea what you just avoided. You don't know how close the trap came to springing closed around your destiny. The woman who was sent to dismantle your path, to poison your joy, to strip your spirit layer by layer. She moved with purpose in the last 3 hours. She made one last effort. She sent a message. She tried to pull you in. But what she didn't know is that heaven had already sealed the door. She thought she had a key to. Because you obeyed, even in fear, even in confusion, even in hesitation, you gave heaven permission to block what was never meant for you. Because you chose your soul's safety over emotional familiarity, Archangel Michael was able to stand guard at the gates of your next season. The war that was supposed to explode in your personal life has been dismantled. The breakdown that was planned behind your back has been rerouted. And the woman who was supposed to succeed in confusing you into bondage has now been exposed in the very space she thought she'd manipulate. God says, I did not delay this message for drama. I delayed it so you would be prepared for what you were not supposed to see. But now you will. Her name will come up. Her mask will slip. Her smile will falter. Her words will turn. You will hear something in her tone that wasn't there before. That's not new. That's what's always been there. You're just finally seeing it clearly. The veil is lifting. The performance is ending. And those who disguise their curses as compassion will no longer be able to hide. You may feel a strange stillness now. As if something heavy just passed over. That's not your imagination. That's the shift. That's the trap dismantling before it could touch you. That's the sword of Michael clashing with the spirit that tried to keep you blind. That is God's hand moving over your timeline and sweeping away every delayed blessing, every corrupted door, every false agreement. You almost entered and now the process begins. You will notice withdrawal from her from others aligned with her. Don't mistake it as rejection. It's preservation. You may not hear from her the same way. Her tone may change. She may go quiet or she may come louder, more desperate. Either way, it's exposure. Heaven is allowing the truth to make her uncomfortable so that she has no place left to hide in your story. Don't chase it. Don't fix it. Don't make excuses for it. Let her leave. Let them go. The spiritual curtain has dropped. And anyone who was meant to go has already been unmasked. This is where your anointing gets louder. This is where your dreams get clearer. This is where the favor you've been begging for begins to flow. But make no mistake, the cost of this clarity was great. That's why heaven fought so hard to protect you. You have no idea the weight your spirit carries. You have no idea how far your ripple effect goes. That's why the attack came in the form of emotional entanglement. Because if the enemy could get you to bind your heart to the wrong person, he'd never have to destroy your ministry. He'd just distort it. But not anymore. That plan failed. The trap failed. She failed. And now you rise. And not just rise silently, you rise publicly. You rise with fire. You rise with discernment. You rise with spiritual armor that cannot be pierced by flattering words or manipulative gestures. The season of confusion is over. The era of questioning yourself has ended. You are walking in truth now. And truth doesn't ask permission to shine. It just shines. It exposes. It heals. It disrupts. And you, child of God, are not going back into the shadows. If you'd like to donate or show your appreciation, you can give a super thanks up to $100. The tests aren't over, but the blindness is. You may still be tempted to reach back. You may still wonder, was I too harsh? God says, no, you were not too harsh. You were too merciful for too long. You tried to carry people who never had the heart to carry you. You tried to heal what refused to be whole. You tried to pull someone into your light who was only ever attracted to your spotlight, but now your light is protected. Your circle is guarded. Your peace is preserved. And the blessing coming next cannot be stopped. You are about to receive downloads, insights, clarity, spiritual instructions that had been delayed for months. You'll wake up and know exactly what to do. You'll feel pulled towards certain moves that make no sense in the natural but are fully orchestrated in the spirit. Follow them. Trust them. That's heaven restoring what the trap tried to delay. Opportunities will reopen, divine alignments will return. The fog is lifting. Your steps are ordered again. The silence you felt is now replaced with divine communication. Because you obeyed. Because you listened. And what of the woman? God says she is being handled. She has now been exposed to herself. That's the first level of divine justice. Her words are catching up with her. Her choices are circling back. I am not punishing her with wrath. I am allowing her to live with the clarity of her own spirit. And that child is the most painful exposure of all. You don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to prove your worth. You don't have to explain yourself. Her trap failed. Her light dimmed and her access to you has been revoked spiritually, emotionally, energetically. You are being repositioned, upgraded, shifted. Do not go back. Do not second guess as what you saw, what you felt, what you read. That was heaven intervening. That was your rescue. That was your moment. And now that it has passed, you are walking into something so much bigger than she ever imagined for you. She wanted to trap you, but she only helped push you into clarity. She wanted to delay you, but she only helped define your next direction. She wanted to dim your light, but she only proved that it could never be hidden. Your destiny was never hers to disrupt. And now for the first time in a long time, you are fully aligned. You are clear. You are protected. And you are ready. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this now. Do not wait. Do not scroll past. Do not silence the voice that is urging you to pay attention. Heaven is not sending this message by accident. You are being protected right now, and this is your divine confirmation. There is something happening behind your back. Something that involves someone very close to you. Someone you never thought would be capable of even thinking such a thing. Archangel Michael says, be careful with your sister in July. This message may shock you. It may even hurt, but it will also save you. God is shining a light into the hidden places, not to shame anyone, but to protect your destiny. You love deeply. You trust fully. You care with all your heart. But not everyone connected to your life carries the same purity in their intentions. Not everyone close to you has been honest with you. Your sister has been hiding something. There's something she said she would never do to you. And yet her heart has been secretly calculating. In July, there is a plan, a quiet conversation, a hidden intention. Something important is at stake, something that belongs to you. Archangel Michael says, your sister is planning to take your blessing, your favor, your inheritance, your opportunity, your position. This isn't just jealousy. This isn't just rivalry. This is a spiritual battle for what is rightfully yours. God says nothing will go wrong with you, but you must not be blind anymore. The veil is lifting now. You may have noticed small signs already, subtle moments when your spirit felt uneasy around her. Times when her words didn't match her energy. The way she stared a little too long. The way her tone shifted when you shared good news, the silence when you needed support. These weren't coincidences. These were warnings. Heaven has been whispering to you. But today, Archangel Michael does not whisper. He commands. He warns. He reveals. And the reason is simple. You are too close to your breakthrough for this to be stolen from you. You've waited too long, prayed too hard, cried too many nights for someone to rob you of the miracle that is finally being delivered. In July, a spiritual door is opening for you. Favor is coming. Someone influential will mention your name in a place of power. An opportunity is being prepared that has your name written on it. But there is another conversation happening in the dark. Someone is trying to manipulate this opportunity to fall into the wrong hands. God says, don't be afraid. Don't panic. I am with you. But you must be aware. This is not the time to be naive. This is not the time to doubt the voice inside of you. When I speak, I do not speak to scare you. I speak to save you. I speak to keep you from walking into a trap. Archangel Michael says you must be very careful with what you share in July, your plans, your dreams, your wins. Guard your words. Be slow to speak. Be quick to pray. Not every smile is pure. Not every hug is safe. Not every bond is blessed. This does not mean you must walk in fear, but you must walk in wisdom. God is not showing you this because He wants you to suffer. He is showing you this because He is raising you up. When God elevates, not everyone celebrates. Some hearts turn cold. Some spirits grow bitter. And those who once clapped for you now conspire against you. This is not just about your sister's actions. It's about your destiny. It's about protecting the divine assignment over your life. Your sister has been struggling with her own feelings, jealousy, comparison, rejection. Instead of coming to me, she let her heart be influenced by darker voices, voices that told her she would always be in your shadow. Voices that whispered lies about your success. And now those voices are pushing her to act. But I am intervening. I am stopping it. I am cutting it off at the root. You are protected. You are safe. Nothing will be taken from you. But I need your cooperation. Trust what your spirit is sensing. Pray over every conversation. Cover yourself in prayer every morning. Declare over your life that no weapon formed against you will prosper. Declare that every tongue rising against you will fall. Declare that everything stolen must be returned sevenfold. Archangel Michael says, your angels are on full alert. They are surrounding you day and night, and they will not let harm touch you, but they need you to listen. Heaven works in partnership with your obedience. This may hurt you emotionally. You may ask, why would she do this to me? You may cry. You may feel betrayed. That's okay. Let it come out. Let it break. But don't let it break you. Because this is not meant to crush you, it's meant to cleanse you. You are walking into a season that requires purity. Not just in your heart, but in your circle. You cannot carry dead weight into the place I am sending you. You cannot bring secret enemies into your next chapter. Even family, yes, even blood must be discerned. Spiritually, you were not born just to exist. You were born to lead, to rise, to shine. And not everyone connected to you has accepted that truth. Your sister still has a chance to turn back. That's why this message comes now. I am still calling her heart. I am still whispering to her soul. But if she refuses, I will remove her from access to what belongs to you. Not out of punishment, but out of protection. I love her, but I will not allow her to delay or damage what is rightfully yours. You are stepping into a divine appointment in July. Prepare yourself. Clean your heart. Fast if you feel led. Listen more than you speak. Watch more than you explain. I will show you the signs. You will see everything you need to see. You are not alone. Even if your earthly support fails, heaven is backing you up. Archangel Michael is walking beside you. Every door that is meant for you will open. Every hand that tries to block you will be stopped. Every lie will be exposed. Every curse spoken over your name will be reversed. You are entering into a season where my hand will be so visible on your life that even your enemies will have to admit this is God. You won't have to fight. I will fight for you. You won't have to prove anything. I will reveal the truth. You won't have to beg anyone to love you, support you, or stay. I will send people who see you through my eyes. But first, you must be alert. Do not ignore this. Do not brush it off. You've done that before and you got hurt. This time, listen. This time, trust what your heart feels. When her words don't match her eyes, trust the eyes. When something feels off, it is when your spirit feels uneasy after talking to her. That's me speaking. I'm not just the God of thunder and miracles. I'm also the God of quiet discernment. My spirit doesn't always shout. Sometimes I nudge. And right now I am nudging you, loudly, urgently, lovingly. You are too close. You are right at the edge of your miracle. July holds something divine. A contract. A shift, a new door, a miracle phone call, a long-awaited answer. But that blessing has your name on it, not hers. And while I love her, I will not let her steal what I ordained for you. The enemy is clever. He will not come dressed in darkness. He will come disguised in family, in love, in familiarity. That is why I am exposing it. That is why I sent Archangel Michael to you today, because I will not allow the enemy to win. Your tears are not ignored. Your pain is not invisible. Your loyalty has not gone unnoticed. I see you. I see how many times you defended her when others warned you. I see how many times you forgave quietly. I see how many times you hoped she would change. I honor that. But now I am asking you to step into truth, into clarity, into boldness. You don't need to fight her. You don't need to confront her. You just need to obey me. Let me handle the rest. I am already at work. Trust me. Archangel Michael says July is not just any month. It is your crossover. It is your divine shift. It is the month where things will turn around. But it is also the month where the hidden hearts will be exposed. Let it happen. Don't panic. Don't fight it. Just watch and pray and stay anchored in my presence. Spend time with me, worship in private. Cry if you need to, but don't lose hope. This is not punishment. This is protection. I am still writing your story. I am not finished. What looks like loss will become gain. What feels like betrayal will become redirection. What looks like delay will become divine intervention. I know it hurts, but this hurt is holy. It's carving space for something better. I am removing the counterfeit to make space for the real. The people who love you without conditions. The blessings that don't come with betrayal. The opportunities that are actually meant for your growth, not your downfall. You are not cursed. You are covered. You are not forgotten. You are favored. You are not rejected. You are being repositioned. This is your divine moment. July is sacred. Treat it as such. Protect your energy. Protect your peace. Protect your destiny. Speak life over yourself daily. Don't repeat the lies they told about you. Repeat what I say. You are chosen. You are powerful. You are worthy. You are protected. You are mine. And to your sister, I say, turn back. Come clean. Stop now. Because if you do not, the hand of God will lift you from the place you try to steal. Not out of hate, but out of justice. I am a just God. I love all my children, but I do not let theft stand. I do not allow manipulation to win. I will always defend the one I sent. And you, my beloved, are the one I sent. I sent you into this family. I sent you into this time. I sent you with purpose, and I will complete what I started in you. So now take a breath. Feel my presence. Feel my peace. Know that nothing will go wrong with you. I am walking beside you. I am shielding you. I am leading you. All I ask is that you trust me. Pray, stay close, and remember this warning is not to destroy. It is to deliver. It is not to hurt. It is to heal. It is not to divide. It is to protect what is holy. You are safe. You are seen. You are sacred. And in July, you will understand exactly why this message came. Now, I love you too much to let you walk blindly. I love you too much to let anything take from you again. Stay strong. Heaven is watching, and your miracle is still on the way. Nothing can stop it, not even family.